Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo, the rivalry that stopped the world. The question that sets hearts on fire. Throughout human history, some rivalries have transcended time. Achilles versus Hector, Mozart versus Salieri, Ali versus Frazier. But never, never has the world witnessed anything like this. Two men, two philosophies, two completely different ways of touching the impossible. On one side, a skinny kid from Rosario, Argentina, who was born with a gift from the gods, but whose own body seemed to conspire against his dreams. On the other, a poor boy from a lost island in the Atlantic who decided that nothing would stop him from becoming the best in the world. This is the story of the rivalry that divided families, ignited nations, and transformed two ordinary boys into the greatest icons the sport has ever known. Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo. The rivalry that stopped the world. The miracle of Rosario, the legend of the silent genius. June 24, 1987, Rosario, Argentina. Lionel Andres Messi Cucitini is born. From the moment he could walk, there was something different about that boy. While other kids played with toys, Lionel wanted only one thing, a ball at his feet. His grandmother Celia used to say, "This boy was born with a special star," and she was right. At 6 years old, Messi was already leaving 15-year-olds on the ground with dribbles that looked like magic. But fate had other plans. At 10 years old, doctors discovered something devastating. Lionel suffered from growth hormone deficiency. Without treatment, he would never grow beyond 4 feet 7 inches. The treatment cost $1,500 per month, a fortune for a middle-class Argentine family. Local clubs that once fought over the boy prodigy now hesitated. "He's too small," they said. "He's too fragile." But across the ocean, a Catalan club had a different vision. In September 2000, Carlos Rexach, a Barcelona scout, saw something others couldn't see. On a paper napkin, yes, a simple napkin, he wrote, "I, Carlos Rexach, declare under my responsibility, and regardless of any contrary opinion, that we will sign the boy Messi, as long as we maintain the agreed amounts." It was signed at 9:45 p.m. on December 14, 2000. At 13 years old, Lionel Messi left everything behind. Family, friends, his native Argentina. He traded the warmth of Rosario for the cold of Barcelona. He traded Argentine Spanish for Catalan. He traded uncertainty for the biggest bet of his life. At La Masia, Barcelona's famous academy, the shy boy who barely spoke began to scream with his feet. October 17, 2004, 17 years old, Lionel Messi enters Camp Nou for the first time as a professional. The rest was pure magic. On the field, Messi didn't play soccer. He conducted a symphony. Every touch was a perfect note, every dribble a work of art, every goal a poem written with his feet. What came next defies human understanding. 8 Ballon d'Or awards, the absolute record. 4 Champions Leagues, 10 La Liga titles, over 800 career goals, Barcelona's all-time leading scorer, and only player to score 91 goals in a calendar year. And in 2022, at 35 years old, in Qatar, Lionel Messi finally touched the sky. The World Cup that seemed impossible, that had escaped him for decades, was finally his. In that moment, the skinny kid from Rosario, who almost didn't grow, had become the greatest of all time.
The Warrior from Madeira, the saga of the unstoppable. February 5th, 1985, Funchal, Madeira Island, Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro is born. If Messi was born with divine talent, Cristiano was born with something perhaps even rarer, an insatiable hunger for greatness. Son of an alcoholic gardener and a cook, Cristiano grew up knowing there was only one way out of poverty: his own feet. His mother, Dolores, worked from dawn cleaning houses to support 4 children. His father, José, battled the demons of drink. But Cristiano had his eyes fixed on the horizon. At 8 years old, he was already different. Not because of technique, he was still clumsy. Not because of speed, he was still skinny. He was different because of will, a flame that burned in his eyes that nothing could extinguish. 1997, 12 years old, the decision that would change everything. Cristiano left Madeira to join Sporting Lisbon, alone. A 12-year-old child away from family, away from home, with only a dream in his heart. The tears came every night. Homesickness hurt in his chest. Other boys gave up and went home, but not Cristiano. He had made a promise to himself, and Cristiano Ronaldo never breaks his promises. While others slept, he trained. While others had fun, he ran. While others settled, he dreamed higher. In 2003, Sir Alex Ferguson, Manchester United's legendary manager, saw that Portuguese boy for the first time in a friendly match. His words were prophetic. This boy will be the best player in the world. Old Trafford, theater of dreams. And there was Cristiano, just 18 years old, inheriting the number 7 shirt from he transformed into a machine of muscle, speed, and power. Every fiber molded with military discipline, every muscle sculpted with obsessive dedication. What came next was a collection of records that defies imagination. 5 Ballon d'Ors, 5 Champions Leagues, Champions League all-time leading scorer, over 900 career goals, only player to score 100-plus goals for 3 different clubs, all-time leading scorer for national teams. And in 2016, even injured in the Euro final, Cristiano proved that leadership goes beyond goals. From the sideline, with tears in his eyes, he led Portugal to their first major title. In that moment, the poor boy from Madeira had become not just a champion, but an eternal symbol that dreams have no limits. The clash of worlds when gods descended to earth. 2009, the soccer world was about to witness something that would transcend the sport itself. Cristiano Ronaldo arrived at Real Madrid for 94 million euros. At the time, the most expensive transfer in history. Across the city, Messi had just won his first Champions League title with Barcelona. Barcelona versus Real Madrid was no longer just a game. It was a clash of philosophies. Art versus strength. Genius versus determination. Messi versus Cristiano. November 29th, 2009, Camp Nou. First El Clásico of the Messi-Cristiano era. The world stopped to watch. Messi scored. with that supernatural calm, that surgical precision that only he possessed. He didn't shout, didn't provoke. He just smiled quietly, as if to say, "This is what I do."
Cristiano's response came like a storm. Impossible headers, shots from outside the box, devastating runs, and always that iconic celebration, chest puffed out, arms spread, primal scream of "Sue!" For a decade, the world witnessed the greatest sporting spectacle on earth. Barcelona's historic 5-0 in 2010, with Messi as maestro of a destructive symphony. Cristiano's impossible header goal in the 2011 Copa del Rey final, defying gravity itself. Messi's 92nd minute goal at the Bernabeu in 2017, followed by that celebration that silenced 80,000 Madrid fans. In head-to-head matches, 45 games between Barcelona and Real Madrid. Messi, 26 goals. Cristiano, 18. Barcelona wins, 16. Real Madrid wins, 11. Draws, 9. But beyond the numbers, something magical happened. They didn't just compete, they elevated each other to unimaginable heights. In Messi's own words, "Cristiano made me a better player, and I hope I did the same for him." And Cristiano, "Our rivalry was very healthy, very beautiful for the spectators and for us too, because when he was playing well, I wanted to play better than him." 5. The sacred temples, where legends were born. Camp Nou, Europe's largest stadium, 99,354 seats. For Messi, more than a stadium, it was home. Here, Leo wasn't just a player. He was a god among mortals. Every touch of the ball was revered. Every dribble celebrated as pure art. Every goal immortalized in collective memory. It was here that Messi humiliated Boateng and Neuer in the semi-final against Bayern, scored that impossible goal against Real Madrid, led the greatest Champions League comeback against PSG, 6-1. Across the city, Santiago Bernabeu, 81,044 seats of pure tradition and demand. For Cristiano, the Bernabeu represented the ultimate test. Madrid doesn't forgive. Madrid doesn't accept second place. Madrid demands greatness, and Cristiano delivered much more than that. It was here that Cristiano scored the bicycle kick goal against Juventus that made the opposing crowd give him a standing ovation. Won 4 Champions Leagues in 5 years. Became the club's all-time leading scorer. But greatness wasn't limited to their temples. At Anfield, Cristiano silenced the cop. At Old Trafford, Messi left the Red Devils speechless. At San Siro, both wrote golden pages. Wherever they stepped, the impossible became routine. 6. The science of genius. Anatomy of two phenomena. What makes Messi and Cristiano so special? Science tried to explain the inexplicable. Lionel Messi, the human computer. Messi processes information at superhuman speed. His eyes capture 40 movements per second, twice that of a common player. His unique physical structure, extremely low center of gravity, direction change in 0.02 seconds, 340 degrees peripheral vision, ambidextrous feet with surgical precision. But Messi isn't just dribbling, he's the supreme creator. Over 350 career assists, 85% average pass accuracy, game vision that anticipates plays by 3 to 4 moves. Cristiano Ronaldo, the perfect machine. Cristiano redefined what's physically possible in soccer. At 39, he maintains the physique of a 25-year-old athlete. CR7 machine specifications: 4% body fat,
Athlete average, 10 to 15%. 78 centimeters vertical jump. Michael Jordan, 76 centimeters. Top speed, 33.8 kilometers per hour at 36 years old. Over 150 muscles working in perfect sync. Cristiano doesn't score goals. He constructs them. Headers, 140-plus goals. Right foot, 400-plus goals. Left foot, 150-plus goals. Shots from outside the box, 60-plus goals. Two perfect machines, two distinct philosophies. Messi, natural efficiency, pure instinct. Cristiano, built perfection, absolute discipline.
7. The moments that stopped the world. 2012, the year of records. 2012 was the year that proved there were no limits for these two. Messi broke Gerd Muller's historic record, 91 goals in a calendar year, a record that lasted 40 years, destroyed. An average of 1.75 goals per game. Cristiano responded by leading Real Madrid to the La Liga title after 3 years of drought, scoring 46 goals that season. 2014, La Decima and disappointment. Lisbon, May 24, 2014. Cristiano wins his long-awaited La Decima, Real Madrid's 10th Champions League. Cristiano's tears that day weren't just of joy. They were of redemption, of a dream fulfilled, of a promise kept. In the same year, Messi took Argentina to the final of the World Cup in Brazil, 200 meters from eternal glory. But fate is cruel. The cup slipped through his fingers. Mario Götze and Germany broke an entire country's heart. 2016, redemption and history. Paris, July 10, 2016, Euro final. Cristiano gets injured at 25 minutes. Tears rolled down his face. The dream of leading Portugal to their first title seemed destroyed. But that's when we saw Cristiano's true greatness. From the sideline, injured, he became coach, leader, heart of the team. And when Ader scored in extra time, when Portugal became champions, Cristiano showed that greatness isn't measured only in goals. 2022, the King's coronation. December 18th, Lusail Stadium, Qatar. Messi's last chance. France 2-2 Argentina after 90 minutes. 3-3 in extra time. The best World Cup final in history. Penalties. The moment that separates heroes from mortals. And when Messi finally lifted that golden trophy, the whole world cried with him. The last piece of the puzzle was complete. 8. Beyond the fields. Global impact. The social media revolution. Cristiano Ronaldo, 630 million Instagram followers. Most followed person in the world on all platforms. Brand value? $1.7 billion. Lionel Messi, 500 million Instagram followers. Most liked post in history. World Cup. Brand value, $1.2 billion. The economic impact. Wherever they played, money followed. Real Madrid earned $3.2 billion during the Cristiano era. Barcelona profited $2.8 billion in the Messi era. El Clásico generated 650 million viewers worldwide. Inspiration for generations.
But the true legacy goes beyond numbers. In every corner of the planet, boys dreaming of dribbling like Messi, young people training with Cristiano's discipline, an entire generation believing that dreams are possible. They both created academies, social projects, foundations. Their names are engraved not just in sports history, but in building a better world. 9. The decline of gods. When legends become mortals. August 10th, 2021. Camp Nou. Lionel Messi, in tears, announced his departure from Barcelona after 21 years. "I wasn't prepared for this," said Leo between sobs. The soccer world watched a god discovering his own mortality. Paris received him like royalty, but he wasn't the same anymore. Time, that invincible adversary, began to collect its price. Cristiano also felt the weight of years. The return to Manchester United wasn't the fairy tale expected. At 37, he left for Saudi Arabia, proving that not even the most disciplined athlete escapes time.
Today, at 37 and 39 respectively, they still play, still score goals, still break records, but they're mortal now, and that makes them even more special.
The impossible verdict. Who is the greatest? And so we arrive at the question that ignited debates for more than a decade. The case for Messi. Lionel Messi, the chosen one. 8 Ballon d'Ors, historic record. 2022 World Cup, coronation. Most assists in history. Natural genius who redefines the possible with every touch. The case for Cristiano. Cristiano Ronaldo, the conqueror. 5 Ballon d'Ors, titles in 4 different countries. All-time leading scorer. Living proof that discipline overcomes any obstacle. The final numbers. Messi, 810-plus goals, 370-plus assists, 44 titles, 1,000-plus matches. Cristiano, 900-plus goals, 250-plus assists, 35 titles, 1,200-plus matches. The epic conclusion. The eternal legacy. Maybe the question has been wrong from the beginning. Maybe we don't need to choose between the artist and the warrior, between genius and discipline, between Rosario and Madeira. Because the true magic of this rivalry was never about who was better. It was about how 2 men, coming from completely different worlds, elevated an entire sport to unimaginable heights. Messi taught us there's magic in the world, that pure talent, humility, and dedication can move mountains. Cristiano showed us there are no limits for those who refuse to give up, that discipline, work, and determination can transform any dream into reality. They weren't just soccer players. They were life teachers, storytellers, dream makers. And when our grandchildren ask about soccer's golden age, when they question whether there really existed men who played like gods, we'll say, "Yes, my child, they existed, and we had the honor of witnessing their greatness." Lionel Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo, the rivalry that gave us the best years of our lives. And you, Team Messi or Team Cristiano? Leave your opinion in the comments, and let's continue this eternal debate. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more epic content.